What's going on, guys? Darcizzle here, and you're watching Darcizzle Offshore. And in today's video, I caught lookdowns. I've caught them in the past before, but I decided I want to go ahead and do a catch and cook with them. I hear they're delicious. Look at the size of them. They don't seem like they have a lot of meat on them, but I hear all the time how great they are. So this is Catch, Clean, Cook, Lookdown. Hey guys, the catching portion of this video actually occurred just a couple days ago, which you may have already seen some of that footage, but I want to actually get into the specifics of the rig and what I used in order to catch these lookdowns. I have my inshore combo right here. Starting with the reel, I am using a Shimano Saragosa 6000 size spinning reel, which is the perfect all-around size reel for inshore saltwater fishing. You can use any reel, of course. I have this reel paired with a rod, which is the Shimano Trevally rod, perfect inshore snook rod as well. Now the reel is spooled with 30-pound tough line braid. I like to use braid on all of my reels, and tough line is the only braid I like to use. Now, with attached to my main line is my fluorocarbon leader, and I was using a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader. My leader is approximately 4 to 5 feet long, but to attach the leader to the main line, I used a uni-to-uni knot, standard uni-to-uni knot. And then at the end of that 5-foot leader, I have the actual lure that I caught the lookdowns on. And I tied it with a loop knot. I usually like to tie my lures and stuff all with a loop knot. It just works great. You get a lot more action out of it. And this is a DOA Terrorize. And I believe this is a root beer color. They make a lot of different versions. They make bigger Terrorize, smaller ones. This one is like the 2.5 quarter-inch size. But everything that I use is in my Amazon store, so if you're interested and you want to check out the DOA Terrorize, the link is in the description below. And I was using 2 different colors that particular day as well. Caught each lookdown on 2 different colors of DOA Terrorize. I lost the first one, and then I tied on this one and caught the second one on it. When I was throwing the DOA Terrorize lure, I was honestly just looking for any particular species of fish to bite. I wasn't like targeting anything in particular, but those lookdowns I actually kind of caught by accident, or sort of like a bycatch, and I wasn't necessarily targeting them. Now I know a lot of people do go out there and specifically target them because they're great to eat, and one of the ways to do that is with a shrimp and a jig, which is a standard way of fishing inshore. Great way of fishing. You'll catch all different types of species, and we've been doing that a lot lately on our YouTube channel if you guys have been watching the videos. And then also another great way to catch them is in the dock lights, night fishing. And one of our friends, Captain Pat of Swamp to Sea Guide Service, he will actually target them in the night lights, and you'll just use tiny little gold hooks with the shrimp, or you could even maybe use DOA Terrorize and switch it up. But you could, that's one of the main 2 ways to catch them, is in the dock lights and then with shrimp with the jigs. So you guys can go out there and try that too. Catch up some lookdowns. Now that you know how to catch lookdowns, let's show you how I clean them. We are back home, guys, and now it is time to do the clean portion of this video. But I've got my fish in my 40-quart Grizzly cooler. It actually has a fish ruler on here too, which is really helpful in case you do forget your ruler on the boat. And check this out, this is not a sticker. This is actually custom engraved onto the actual cooler, which is really fancy. And they have like these nice special 3D printers that get the job done. So just a heads up on that, but it makes it really sweet and custom to me. I love it. All right, so here are my Moonfish, and we're gonna get started. Like I said earlier in the video when I was catching these are very, very thin fish, but I hear all the time about how delicious they are, so I'm super excited to fillet them. I've caught them before, I've never filleted one or ate one before, so it's time to go ahead and fillet this fish. And today I'm going to be using my shorter blade, which is the 6-inch Turkinator knife, and the mossy oak handle. I love the camouflage and the orange grips here. It's important to have a sharp knife, so I already sharpened it with my 10-inch sharpening steel. And so we're good to go. We're going to get started on this fish. And guys, if you're interested in the fillet knives that I love to use, bubble fillet knives, they are in the Amazon store. The link is down in the description below, as well as all my other favorite fishing products. So basically what I'm going to do is, I looked online a little bit. There's couple different methods to do it, but they have a lot of head meat here, so I'm just going to make an initial cut by the head, just like that. And then I'm going to just go ahead and start running my blade all the way down the backbone here, and just get that initial cut along the body so we can take this fillet off. Oh yeah, the sharp knife is definitely helping. All the way to the tail. And then I know that they have like some ribs here and stuff, so I'm going to kind of just guesstimate where I need to make this cut, because I've never really cut this fish before. That should probably be good. And now I'm just going to run the knife along the meat and the bones so we can start to pick up that fillet. Here. Ooh, it looks really good. Can't wait to show you guys. Make sure I get that piece of meat there. Now, just gonna start folding it over and working the rest of the meat all the way down. Still stuck right there. There we go. It looks like the ribs, yep, the ribs were right where I cut. So I'm just gonna leave the ribs intact and their guts. And this is the actual fillet. That was a lot easier than I thought. Look at that meat right there. Some people actually just like eat the top portion of the meat right here. I'll show you. But they run a cut right here to the side and they just eat this portion. But literally you're missing all this meat down here. So keep that in mind if you ever end up catching a moonfish or a lookdown in the future. Sorry guys, and if you didn't know, I am left-handed, so this might look slightly awkward to you. The last step we have to do is skin the fillet, and because of this iridescent looking skin and because it's such a thin piece of meat, you're gonna have to be careful and make sure you do it correctly so you don't lose a ton of meat on the actual piece of skin, but also make sure you don't cut through the skin, which would make it much harder to fillet this fish, fillet the skin. So kind of just made an initial cut and you keep your thumb on the skin and just work it, have it really close to you so you have nice leverage and you can work your knife back and forth. Ooh, see, I'm already messing up. And kind of go at a 45-degree angle. I totally messed that up. Hold on, let's try this side really quick. Wow, the skin is super, super thin. That's crazy. There we go. Hopefully I can do this right. But you can see I left chunks of meat on there. Let's try that again. Take two. But guys, this is what's gonna happen when you fillet a new fish, and you have to teach yourself. Practice makes perfect, as always. So, you know, if it's your first time, it's okay. If you screw up, it's okay. It's no big deal. So I was a little upset that I messed that up, but I'm gonna try to do this correctly. I also heard that people like to actually rip the skin off. I guess the skin comes off nicely. But like for me, I really like to fillet it off. Okay, got a little bit on there, as you can see. It's very thin. I probably should have tried the ripping off method, but I didn't. So that is a semi-okay skin job. There are some pin bones right in here. I can feel them. So I like to flip it over and just slice those pin bones out. You don't want to eat those. And there's not a whole lot. It just goes like 1 inch into the meat, so it's not too bad. There we go. Okay, so we got our little delicious fish sandwich here. Now it's time to cook these bad boys up and do the taste test.
What's up, guys? Ready for the cook portion of our moonfish / lookdown. It's actually a lookdown.
I like how you're wearing your dirty fishing hat into work.
This is my branding. This is how they recognize me.
Where's the pudding hat? Because everybody said how much they didn't like it.
Kaboom! Yes, you're absolutely right, Darcizzle. I got wearing the pudding hat. Now, I know some of you want me to bend the brim.
Yes.
That's up to Carl. I'm not going to go bending his hat.
There you go. So, Carl, comment below.
Comment below, Carl, if you want me to bend it or leave it like this.
Or even leave all these fancy tags on.
You're supposed to leave the tags on.
Look, I can hang it up. I can hang them up.
That's what the cool kids do. I need a haircut mostly.
Yeah.
But okay, so we're cooking this lookdown. I just saw it from the fillet, the great fillet job that Darcizzle did. It's paper thin, so... Right. And also, like I've said before, you guys know I'm in charge of cooking because I do most of the eating. She does a lot of cooking too. Anyway, so anytime we start with a new fish that I haven't had before, I like to just put it in a pan with salt and pepper and butter, and so I can taste it, so you can actually taste the fish. And most fish are really good like that. And these fillets are really nice and white. Just to remind you, show them what they look like.
Yes, working on.
I mean, you just saw them 30 seconds ago.
I mean, it's
so
like
thin.
It's so thin, but I mean, it's still a good portion of meat right there.
Yeah. But we're also going to have, what else we have? Mangrove Snapper we caught the other day. remember, at the dock over there in Munyon. And we're gonna also have the, what's this thing called? And the Spanish mac.
Spanish mackerel.
Spanish mackerel. So I'm putting all those in the pan with some butter. I'm using this fancy roll butter. This is butter made by Amish folks. It's really delicious. Tastes better than regular butter. If you ever get a chance to have Amish butter, highly recommend it.
Butter's gonna be good enough.
We're gonna salt it to taste.
Exactly.
All right, like I've said before, fish cooks in like 10 minutes an inch. That's kind of a good general rule. And this fish is like a 1/4 inch. So, I mean, a minute each side. We're gonna see what happens. But let me show you my little trick, or what I look at when I'm cooking fish. I cook fish like medium rare, rare. The less you cook it, I think, the better. Let me show you. Now you can see this is starting to get these white edges. That means it's cooking, obviously. And when it starts to go into the meat, I mean, it's like practically time to flip this already. So that's what I look at. When it starts to get a little bit of white edge, then you flip it. All right, so I got those all flipped, easy peasy. And now probably just like, I don't know, another 30 seconds. If your fork goes all the way through, it's going to be done. And if it touches like some sort of raw meat, you know, then it's not done. Then, you know, you can experiment with that a little bit and you'll figure it out like super quick. All right, those are all done. I'm taking them off. All right, let's do the taste test. I'm excited.
Taste test time. Yes.
You can see that it's really, look how, I mean, it's so white.
Yeah, this is not like an official meal, but like this is going to be like a little snack for us. But we had to do the catch and cook, and a lot of you guys thought the Moonfish was super, super cool anyways. So
it is super cool.
I'm excited. Let's do it. Lee, where's your fork? I told you to grab it.
I'm going to share your fork.
Silly. Taste at the same time.
And one of the I want to see the reaction. This is a reaction video.
Sorry.
What's the reveal?
That was a really delicious white fish. Like, bottom line. Like, it's so good. It almost reminds me of crappie from Lake Lobster, aka Lake Okeechobee.
It is like Lake Lobster.
Right? Really good.
Moonfish is delicious. Lookdowns.
We gotta go and like specifically target them for a day. That would be fun.
That's really good.
They put up a good fight for their size, and they're freaking delicious. So you can't complain. We gotta make like a really good sandwich or something like really good next time. That was awesome.
You know, just goes to show that, you know, we've caught those before. And kind of blew them off, and like other people like no, those are good. And so you got to try stuff out there. I mean, this is better than Spanish mac. It's like crappie specks.
Mhm.
And you know I love crappie, and you love crappie. Everyone loves crappie.
So good.
This is just butter.
Brian cooked it perfectly too, by the way,
Salt and pepper,
is like
and that's it.
A huge plus. But it like melts in your mouth. It's really good. The texture is delicious. I just added like a pinch of salt to it. That's it, and the roll butter. Delicious. Awesome.
Can I finish it?
Delicious. Stop. Gonna have to share a little bit more with me. But that was awesome. That was really good. So guys, if you want us to go ahead and do another like Moonfish catch and cook, like specifically target Moonfish for the day, see how many we can catch and load up on.
How do you target Moonfish?
I don't know, but I'm sure we can figure it out. I caught them multiple ways now.
They catch a lot at
Caught
night.
them on shrimp and jigs. Yes, you catch them in the dock lights at night specifically. They like hang out there. And also on those little DOA terrorized that I like. And that information and those fishing products that I use is in the Amazon store. So check that out. Link in the description below. But besides that, I mean, I'm sure there's multiple ways to catch them. A little tiny gold hook and a shrimp would work perfectly probably. And you just pitch it to them in the dock lights. We got to do more night fishing, by the way. Anyways, if you guys want us to do that, or you want us to do more night fishing, or you want us to do another Moonfish, like targeting Moonfish catch and cook, let us know. And once again, thank you as always for watching. We really do appreciate you guys.
Please share the videos.
Yes, we need to say that more often. Please share our videos with your friends or your family or whoever you want to, but we really appreciate it from you guys. So once again, thank you for watching. We'll be back real soon with another adventure. And until then, follow your dream and keep on catching. Okay, so is that your dinner?
Yeah.
You can finish it. Go ahead.
I can finish it?
Finish it.
You don't want it?
We gotta make sure we have enough for everyone else, so don't get crazy now. Let's go.